So, the nightmare begins again.
Ah, the title screen. The part of the game that gives promise of all kinds of wonder. What new and fun experiences lie waiting in the game you're about to play? What great story will you see unfold? All these feelings of excitement and wonder. And all I'm feeling looking at this title screen is an incredible amount of disappointment and anger at myself and also God. But mostly myself. Like, it really bothers me that I didn't lose to, like, bad RNG, because, then I can blame something other than myself. But it was so easy for me to just check that mercenary speed and know whether or not he was going to double Noah. I am to blame, and no one else. But hey, this time, it's not just going to be a vanilla playthrough of a Fire Emblem game. We're actually going to have to do the challenge and replay from the start. So, here we go! Time for run number 2 of hopefully not more than 2. And so here we are back at the beginning, first chapter, and let me tell you, after having an Alan that was a paladin and pretty much capable of killing anything he so much as glanced sideways at, going back to the beginning is really rough. But that's the challenge. So the one thing that I am going to take note to do differently is I am really going to go for the supports this time. Last time I mentioned that they were kind of like annoying and not worth waiting around for, I didn't think. I just kind of tried to get them when I could. This time I'm going to hardcore push to get Lance and Alan's support up. So if you ever wanted to watch a Let's Play where there are like 250 turns between the first 2 chapters of FE6, let me tell ya, this is the one. Also, while in Chapter 1, I just want to let you all know Marcus got his shit together and didn't crit the boss this time. I was happy about that. Good job, Marcus. Chapter 2 went by actually more smoothly this time than it did last time. You see, last time I was a little bitch and played it too safe. Now I've thrown caution to the wind and just ran at them like a dumbass monkey. And what do you know, that worked. So that chapter went pretty much the exact same as it did before. Except, fun fact, the same thing happened with Alan, where he got hit by all the attacks on the fort despite being on them. So, yeah, that is clearly not my area. Onward to Chapter 3, and it goes slow. Really, really slow. I mean, I get it. I want to be safe. I don't want to screw myself over. But this is one of those chapters that, playing it over and over again, not very fun. Very slow to wait for all the Cavaliers to come in, but hey, I mean, I'm the one that messed up with Noah. I guess this is my punishment. I am a sinner, and FE6 has decided to take its vengeance upon me. I fucking hate that I did this to myself. Like, come on, man, if you're gonna screw me over, at least make it your fault, not mine. When Chapter 4 happens, we tackle it the exact same way we did last time, by praying and believing in our god Marcus. And Chapter 4 was one of the chapters that going into this challenge I was worried was going to be a consistent run killer, but Marcus actually handles this very well. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it would be. Turns out I didn't just get lucky the first time around. And once we get Rutger, I'm just going to let him keep killing the pirates like last time. My Rutger in the first run didn't get any strength at all. Literally, he promoted with the same strength he had when I got him. So hopefully this time, Rutger can get a little bit stronger, you know? Just a little bit. Did he just get hit by 3 straight 30%?
You bet your sweet bippy I did.
Okay, on to run 3. No need to get angry, just put on your happy music and get on with it.
Alexa, play Ninja Sex Party's entire discography.
Everybody shut up! I have an erection!
So we begin attempt number 3. I'll dub this one the attempt where I don't screw myself. Actually, you know what? I got hit by 3 straight 30%. I'm not going to take the blame on that one. I'm going to say that's the game's fault. So really, the score is my stupidity 1, the game 1. So, with that being said, let's jump back into it. I'm gonna jump to Chapter 5 because showing the first 4 chapters again, like, you gotta cut me some slack as an entertainer here. How am I gonna make the first 4 chapters of this game entertaining for a 3rd time? Like, oh man, I used Alan and Lance's sword to do some killing sword thing. Like, come on, what am I gonna do? Chapter 5 should go pretty easily. I mean, almost every enemy there is an axe, and almost everyone we have uses swords. So it's gonna be completely painless to get through this again. Unless, like, I don't know, you accidentally leave someone with the lance equipped without realizing it, and then they get hit by 230-some% and get killed. But I mean, what are the odds of that happening?
Well, that was a load of shit.
Okay, so admittedly, that one was kind of my fault. I shouldn't have left him with the lance equipped. I wanted to, like, trade equip to give him the sword back, but come on, man, come on. Onward to attempt number 4. We'll call this one attempt number 4. You know, let me tell you something. As we're going through this gauntlet again, I realized, god damn are the early maps in this game like a slog. And it's completely my own fault. I'm playing them super slow and super safe so I don't have to redo them. But man, when you have to redo the first few maps of any Fire Emblem game over and over and over again, you get so sick of them. I'm especially sick of Chapter 3. If I have to play through this one any more times, I'm going to shoot someone. Whether or not that's myself or someone else is up for interpretation. Now, after all that, we managed to get back to Chapter 7, which again, I'm really worried about. This is Chapter 7, and as we all know, that one's a lot of fuck right at the beginning. But all I gotta do is cross my fingers, pray to God, and maybe, just maybe, I can get back to where I started. How the fuck can I not get as far as I got in 3 attempts that I got on my first attempt? Well, gotta just grin and bear it. I'm just gonna go until I get back to where I was. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna do one of those cool little jump cuts, and no matter how many tries it takes me, I am going to end this episode with progress. I don't know how long it will take to make this episode because of that, but we will progress. I did it once, I can do it again, it's not gonna be that hard. You ever wonder why God made the stars in the night sky so beautiful? I mean, think about it. We have to look at them every single night that we're on this earth, and yet we'll never be allowed to truly reach them. They'll always be out of reach. I wonder if, just maybe, the beauty in the night sky is God's way of mocking us, telling us that no matter what, there will always be a pinnacle out of our reach, out of our grasp, and that we should just accept the fact that we will never be great. We must always live in the mediocrity of this planet, never able to reach the beauty and mystery that lies beyond the cosmos. I wonder if we should just give up. Stop trying to be more than what we are. It took more tries than I'm comfortable to admit to get back to Part 8. The main offender was Chapter 7. I died on that chapter so many times. And because I died on that chapter so many times, I had to repeat all the first chapters over again so many times. I have the beginning of Fire Emblem Binding Blade burned into my skull to the point that I'm pretty sure I could play it blindfolded and deafened. But for all of that suffering, we can get back to where we were at the start. And what is my strategy for dealing with the reinforcements that come from the northwest this time? It is the ultimate one-tile choke point defense. They are not strong enough to kill Marcus, and Marcus is not strong enough to kill them. We achieve a true state of absolutely nothing happening. And before we can move on and truly say that we progressed for good, we have 3 promotion items in this chapter, and 3 of them to use. The first is a Knight's Crest that goes to Alan. Now why Alan? Is he doing better than Lance? No, quite the opposite in fact. I give it to Alan because he's not quite fast enough and strong enough to double and kill things, while Lance is. Alan needs the immediate boost to start killing things, so with that, he'll be very effective. The other one is an Elysian Whip, which isn't a decision because we only have one flyer. Shauna promoting will give her a much needed boost to her strength, and on top of that, the ability to use swords, which is absolutely invaluable in the very axe-heavy Western Isles. And lastly, we give the Guiding Ring over to Clarine, because, she's a healer, and it'll be nice to have her able to defend herself. Now, her magic is only 10 on promotion, but that 16 speed means if I ever do need her to fight something, she can actually probably kill it, which really goes to show you how powerful magic is in Fire Emblem, my goddamn. And with that, we did it. We got back to where we were. We've done everything we need to take care of, and next episode, we can make progress. But you know what isn't progressing? My Patreon, because I need more of you to give me money. For those of you who aren't aware, I have a Patreon set up, and for as low as $3 a month, you can get rewards like early access to videos, and if you want to fork over a little more, $7 a month, you can get access to polls that decide the future videos on this channel. I would like to thank some of my patrons for helping me, and those patrons include Bish Neer, Follow Pen to the North Star on Twitch, Great Riek, Green Brigand, Kieran Morin, Nember, Rangerman Sam, Rory O'Carroll, Ryan Walter, Steph D, Brentendo11, and Drew Hack. Thank you all very much for the support, and I'll see you next time, where if we don't make any progress and I die and we gotta go back to the beginning, I'll do something drastic. I don't know what, but let's hope it doesn't happen, because my sanity can't take much more of this. Why the fuck did I do this to myself?